Hello, and today I'm going to be showing off a wireless redstone contraption. So here you click the button once, and the light turns on, and then you click the button again, and this is all wireless, it turns off. Like that. Alright, so let's show you how this thing works. So first we're just going to glance up here. You can just see a command block with a test for command. We'll look over that later, but first, let's look at the structure below. So down here, we have a fairly simple circuit. Here, let's dig down a little bit so we can see the part underground. Should have done this before. Alright. Almost done. Alright, so let's look at the command blocks first. There's only 3 of them. And this whole thing is done with the scoreboard. The built-in scoreboard in the Minecraft 1.5 update. And so this creates an objective called chord, and it's a dummy. I don't know where I came up with the name. I think I was doing a coordinate map making Minecraft project. And so basically a dummy objective, unlike the health objective or the total kill count or player kill count objectives, isn't set by anything else. Like if you kill a player, the code in the game will automatically set your scoreboard variable up 1 because you killed a player, but nothing will happen if you do anything with dummy. Only players or command blocks can change the value of that objective, or as I'll be calling them, variables. Alright, so now let's look at the next command block. And this one sets the value of chord to 1, so we're setting the variable chord to 1. Alright, and now let's look at the third command block. And this one sets the value of chord to 0, so the variable chord is set to 0 with this command block. Alright, do you understand that? Hope so. So now we're gonna go look at the light up here and see how it receives the signals. So what I'm uncovering right now is a simple oscillator circuit that just rapidly triggers the command block. And in this command block is a test for command, which tests for a player, the nearest player, with the score of the chord, which is, remember, the variable or the objective that we set down there to 0 or 1. And it tests for a highest score of 5 and a minimum score of 1. The 5 after score chord could be set to 1, I just have it 5 for no reason. It's just a wider gap. The only requirement is that the number after score chord has to be equal to or higher than the score chord min, or the score chord minimum. Alright, so hopefully that makes sense. And then that when the test for command is true, then it just turns on the light, and then that switch just turns on and off the oscillator switch. Alright, so let's look at this circuit a little more, because I didn't get time to explain it earlier. You could make a much simpler version of this switch. I just made this version because I was too lazy to design a smaller, compact one. Alright, so basically you click the button, and it sends a pulse to this T-flop, or basically it's a switch, and it's also an electrical component, where it has 1 input and 2 outputs, and each time it gets a pulse on the input, it sends an equal pulse on one or the other outputs, and it changes. So like you click it once, and you'll get a I guess, an activated redstone current on one side, and then the other time you press it, you get an activated redstone current on the other side. And in this, we use that to trigger our 2 lanes of command blocks. And one lane turns the variable chord to 1, and the other turns it to 0. And then the light up top is testing for the chord variable to be set to 1, and when it is, it turns the light on. So using the same concept, you can easily turn, like, open or close a door, or in a future video I'm going to show you how to use it for complicated combination lock door. I hope you understood, and I apologize for the bad commentary. I have a cold, and I'm also really new at this commentary stuff. I'm horrible at it. I took like 15 different takes of all these clips. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll do my best to help, and a subscription would help a lot. Thanks. Bye.